Hi and good afternoon, everyone. We are here for the afternoon or close recap here at the Charts Maverick. Too bad, too bad. What we're seeing here into the close is basically almost a total erasure of yesterday's gains after the close. So we moved 2% up on the Nasdaq, and now we are up. After 4 p.m. 0.17. The SPY was up 1.6 at one point, now 0.37. So 60 to 70% of the gains erased off the table. Obviously, some profit taking here in the markets. Nvidia at one point up 6, closed the trading day up only 3. And we're looking into more earnings, but nothing close to the importance of Nvidia. Now let's take a look, guys, at the futures. Actually, the S&P 500, which is now turning into a future play. That's the SPY that we're looking at. I will add in a second the aftermarket data. And again, we traded at one point after the lows that was under yesterday's lows. Sorry, under the close yesterday. So 586. Now we are at 589, nearly 590. If we look at the daily chart, which is picturing the real story here, you can see that basically we closed actually yesterday, the lows gapped up, and today we're doing pretty much the same. So kind of hovering here at the 590 level, and not even the tariffs, not to mention Nvidia earnings, managed to do anything other than pump up the futures, which are always a low volume move, and the real money took profits off the table, including in Nvidia. If we're looking at some other interesting plays today, probably the worst performing Nasdaq leader was Uber. It had a signal actually in the morning session when all the stocks were up and Uber was down from the open. Then it started, and you can see here a big dive. We were covering it during lunch when it moved here around 1 p.m. Over the VWAP, but didn't cross 85, and eventually broke under 84, but came back into the close, back to the entry. So again, the longs never triggered. The 85 long never triggered. The 84 short did trigger for a nice move, but eventually no more than a $1 target on this move, risking pretty much half of that. So not a big deal. Okay, so let's move now to the Nasdaq, which started with a bang up 2%, and yeah, not a good show. Basically sell-off from the open, then a big sell-off bar at noon exactly on some news. The reversal, pretty much like the SPY, but disappointing day. And basically, again, looking at the daily chart, basically we are hovering pretty much like the SPY is doing to the 590. The Qs are doing pretty much the same to the 520. So up and down. To me, it looks like this Nvidia earnings could have ended the news, and the two pieces of news did nothing for the market. That's a bit worrisome, but we're after a huge rally, so some profit taking won't be a problem. Looking at other stocks that we were watching, AI delivered a nice move, but pulled back sharply into the close. You can see AI also a nice move in the morning session, and then closed closed below the 28 level. And the day, again, the daily is telling a beautiful story. Huge gap up and go with excellent volume, but we can easily blame the market for this pullback in AI. Other than that, S delivered nothing to the downside, so did HPQ. Actually, both of them moved higher a bit. BBY actually had earnings, and that's why it was so weak. Already we're seeing a huge gap down in the gap, GAP, into earnings, down like 18%. That's going to be traded tomorrow. American Eagle is also down big. Looks like the retail stocks are getting punched a little bit. Also, we have tonight, MRVL, Costco, DELL, and NTAP. Nothing special. The big mover here is MRVL. MRVL can be interesting. Costco, not a great day trading stock, being that it is, I don't know, 800, 900, very spready, but let's see what the trading day will deliver for us. Eventually, if you remember, guys, we talked about CRWV. What a crazy day, another crazy day. The stock spiked to all-time highs. That was above 130. Take a look at this huge engulfing bar at CRWV, and from 131 it dropped to almost 30%, $30. Wow, this is staggering. No earnings or no nothing, just profit taking eventually, with the stock up 200%. I think we just discussed it this week 3 or 4 times. CRWV, it's not shortable, so if anybody's looking for a short play here in this stock, not really happening. Not at least for another month or two, being that this is an IPO from 2 months ago. Let's round up the Nasdaq and S&P leadership, and that will be the end of this presentation slash recap. Nvidia still the king today, but instead of 6 up only 3. That's TAN is the clean energy ETF, doing very well. We'll see why tomorrow. United closed positive. China closed positive after 3 red days, and all of the Nasdaq leadership ended up not making anything substantial. Google turned negative, Apple turned negative, Robinhood, Palantir, Uber sharply in the red. Let's call it this day a wasteful day, where the pre-market and last overnight action, so the aftermarket yesterday, the pre-market today, have been nullified by this lackluster trading day, and there were good trading opportunities, but nothing amazing. So that's how we're gonna close today, pretty much near the zero line in terms of achievement versus yesterday's close. So that's actually a big no-no. Okay, guys, I want to wish everybody a very good night. Tomorrow morning's first recap is going to be not even close to 6 a.m. It's going to be close to 9 a.m. So the craziness of Nvidia ended up in a lot of action, but it was all in our mind. Basically, all of the action was in the aftermarket, and in the pre-market, the trading day was a huge disappointment. Yeah, okay. That's it from the Charts Maverick for today. Thanks for being here with us, and please remember to like our video, and if possible subscribe. And if there are any comments, you have our email, and we wish you a very good night and see you tomorrow morning.